Chapter 1: The Shocking Statistics. An astonishing fact to start us off: 1 in every 37 adults in the United States, or roughly 2.7% of the adult population, is under some form of correctional supervision. With a figure like that, it's hard not to question the effectiveness of our correctional system. Dive a little deeper and the statistics paint an even bleaker picture. The United States, despite accounting for only about 5% of the world's population, houses approximately 25% of the world's prisoners. This is not a badge of honor, but a stark indication of a system in desperate need of reform. Chapter 2: The Revolving Door of Recidivism. The reality of the situation is that the correctional system, designed initially to reform and rehabilitate, has become a revolving door of recidivism. About 67% of released state prisoners are arrested for a new crime within 3 years, and 76% are arrested within 5 years. A system that was supposed to correct is merely perpetuating a cycle of crime. Chapter 3: Impact on Lives and Communities. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the lives impacted, the families disrupted, and the communities torn apart. The correctional system's failures ripple out, touching more than just the individuals who pass through its gates. Chapter 4: Racial Disparities. The system's racial disparities are equally troubling. African Americans are incarcerated at more than 5 times the rate of whites. The war on drugs, mandatory minimums, and 3 strikes laws have disproportionately impacted communities of color, creating a new form of racial inequality. Chapter 5: Economic Implications. And let's not forget about the economic implications. The annual cost of incarcerating a single inmate in the U.S. is estimated at around $30,000. Multiply that by the over 2 million incarcerated individuals, and the financial toll is staggering. Chapter 6: Systemic Failures. The correctional system's failures are not isolated events. They are systemic, embedded in policies and practices that prioritize punishment over rehabilitation, that perpetuate cycles of crime and inequality, and that drain resources that could be better spent on education, community development, and preventative measures. Chapter 7: The Call for Change. To recap, the United States correctional system is failing on multiple fronts. It's failing to rehabilitate, evidenced by high recidivism rates. It's failing to promote equality, evidenced by racial disparities. It's failing to be cost-effective, evidenced by the astronomical costs of incarceration. And ultimately, it's failing the very individuals and communities it's supposed to serve. The time for change is now. The stakes are high, and the cost of inaction is simply too great. By shedding light on these failures, we hope to spark dialogue, inspire action, and ultimately, bring about a correctional system that truly corrects, that rehabilitates and restores, rather than simply punishing and perpetuating. Because that's not just a goal, it's a necessity.